Hello everyone, Fuzzfinger here, and let's crack on straight away today with Final Fantasy IX. I've just finished doing a bit of grinding, which I spoke about at the end of the last episode. There are some good enemies to kill here, and if you focus on Marcus by killing Steiner and Dagger, then you will get him some decent stats, which should be transferred over to an upcoming character that we haven't yet recruited. Not his level, but his stats. It's a very important distinction. So if you want to do that with Marcus, just go ahead and equip him with the blood sword that we looted earlier, and he will pretty much just pwn through everything and keep himself healed. As you can see, I've got him to level 22, and I spent some time on Steiner and Dagger as well, of course, getting them some levels and just decking out their abilities and what have you. So now that we are pretty much where we left off, albeit a little bit stronger than we were previously, I'm going to start by heading down the southwestern area here, because there's a couple of chests we can pick up, such as this chain plate here. And before we grab the other chest, which does contain a phoenix down, I'm just going to see if this chain plate is of any use to anybody in our group. And it is for Marcus here, but I'm not going to bother giving him any equipment, seeing as how he's not going to be in our party for long and he can't earn abilities anyway. So we'll grab that phoenix down, and then we're just going to examine this switch device here, this lever, and pull that. And we're not sure exactly what that has done yet, but we do want to do so. And here come the enemies, but I don't need to particularly farm for them anymore since we've leveled up quite a bit. So we'll just get through the battles quickly. There you go, Steiner's got the blood sword at the minute, and it's a pretty darn awesome weapon, to be fair, for this stage of the game anyway. Whoever has that will be slicing and dicing through the enemies. When you hit level 20, the amount of experience you need per level does rise substantially. So we're now going to head through to the southeastern area, and we're going to just start by heading north. We should get a scene. So here's Tot. Ah, this is it. This is where we call the Gargant inside. What do you mean? Gargant Rutrano Station is shaped like a circle, and when you pull on that lever, Gargant circles around the station continuously. I don't understand. What are you saying? Better to show than tell. Princess, will you pull on that lever over there? And pretty much we just need to do exactly what we're told to and pull on that lever. But what is it? Okay. Next, we must hunt the Gargant. So I recommend, once again, just to be on the safe side, you do go ahead and save your game. And just make sure, if you've got anybody that has learned Antidote, that they go ahead and equip that, if they haven't already. I'm pretty sure that Dagger has it equipped. She has. And we'll just check on the Steiner dude. And he's got it equipped also. We could also give him something else as well. I think we'll just go for the Beast Killer for now. And save. Right, and once you're all prepared, it's time to go and activate our next boss fight, which I don't expect to be too difficult at this stage. And to do so, we need to pull this lever, which is labelled as feed. And that will stop the Gargant. And we should be able to board it. There's nothing to stop us, is there? Or is there? Please look after the princess, Master Steiner. Of course. The princess is bright, but she's still young and naive. I'm concerned about her safety. Please make your own decision on the matter at hand and protect her. I am but a humble knight. I cannot exceed my authority. Is that an honest answer? You may endanger the princess if you keep telling yourself that. I shall take note of your counsel. Farewell, princess. Take care, Dr. Tot. I must hurry, and we're off. I just pull the lever. Be safe, princess. And I'm guessing that's the end of Dr. Tot for the time being. Ah, finally. We can reach Alexandria now. You can't even see Traino anymore. I wonder how long it's going to take. I never dreamed of going home in a vehicle like this. Dr. Tot remains a unique character. What's wrong? It's hesitating. Oh, what's this? Princess! Well, look, it's just a friendly worm creature. Could this be the reason? Okay, maybe not so friendly. But this is Ralvurahva. I think that's how you pronounce his strange name. But I don't expect this will be a strong battle, even if you didn't particularly level up previously. And basically, you can steal a couple of items off him if you want to. But Mithril Fork is the one that you really want. And you can also throw a tent if you want to blind the enemy. So we'll go ahead and do that first and foremost. He's got 2,296 hit points. So we won't attack with Steiner just yet. Doesn't look like tent hit, sadly. Or did it? I don't think so, no. The blind ability from tent anyway. So we've got the Mithril Fork, which is interesting. So just the bone wrist now. There we go, we'll just start casting blind as an attack. Save our tents. There we go. 500 damage per hit from Steiner there. Just defend with the princess. Remember, of course, Dagger is our healer. So we don't need to worry too much about attacking with her. And I think that's the first time I've ever done 1,000 plus points of damage in a single strike. So a nicely timed crit at that point. And he's only going to have about 700 health left, so I don't expect him to be alive for another round after this. One more attack should do it, even from Marcus, to be honest. Oh, okay, that's it, he's escaping. So he escapes all the time once you've whittled his hit points, his allocated hit points anyway, down to 0, which means you get no rewards for that fight, sadly. But now we just have a numerous collection of scenes to watch. And the poor Gargant is tired as well, apparently. I never knew such a place existed in Alexandria. Where are we? Let's keep moving. Right. Is this really Alexandria? Well, it must be. Ooh, how do we get out? Well, this way. Princess, let us make haste. Wait, Steiner! I know this place. Dr. Tot told me about this place. My ancestors built this place to keep enemies from invading. And Dr. Tot also said, Princess, we can hear your stories later. The stale air cannot be good for us. And we gotta save Blank. Right, we need to hurry. Let's go, Steiner. Uh-oh. You! What kind of trick is this? I didn't do anything. Don't blame me. You really didn't do anything? You don't believe me? Oh, look, we missed our chance to escape. Ugh. They fell for it. Fell for it, they did. Thorn. Hey, Thorn. I'm Steiner, Captain of the Knights of Pluto. I've returned. Yay. Let us out at once. Too bad it is. You're all under arrest. Zorn. Thorn. I've returned to Alexandria to speak to my mother. Take me to my mother. Oh yes, we will take you to see Queen Bran, whether you like it or not. Capture Princess Garnet, Queen Bran said, ordered as she did. What? What's going on? Poor Marcus has been caught up in the middle of everything. But still, if he wants to save his friend Blanc, he's got to expect a little bit of trouble, I guess. And finally we're back to Zidane. After their battle against Beatrix, right at the end of Disc 1. And if you don't know who that strange character in the back is, that's probably because you haven't been following the walkthrough from the beginning. That is Kina. And he/she is a new party member that we recruited. Although Kina is a required party member, they're not required by this particular moment of the story. So what now, people? They said we were going to Clara. Well, we have no choice. We must go to Clara too. Oh, I knew you'd say that. You coming, Vivi? Do you think we'll learn more about those black mages if we go to Clara? Yeah, I'd say we'll learn a lot about them, as long as we follow Bran and that Kuja guy. Then I'm with you. Clara? Sound yummy. I go with you. What about the princess? Dagger? I'd never forget about her. She might not be here in Burmecia, but I know we'll find her soon. Well, let's move out. Okay, and some say it lies in the desert west of Burmecia, but I know not whether we can enter the town itself. Hey, brighten up a little. We'll figure it out when we get there. So, we're now finally back with Zidane's party. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is just double check everybody's equipment here, since it's been a while, of course. And nothing in the way of weapons for Zidane, sadly. The bone wrist is certainly new, so Zidane has the add status ability already. We currently could learn Protect Girls or equip the chain plate, which is exactly what Zidane is going to wear. See if anything interesting for Viva here. We've already just given the Magician Robe anyway the last time we controlled him. Okay, so we've got some new staffs for Viva here. So at the moment we have the Oak Staff equipped, and we're going to keep that equipped because the Stop, Bite and Drain abilities should be somewhat pleasant. And nothing of serious interest by the looks of it for Freya, although we could teach her Antibody, which is always useful. And that'll do nicely. And then finally Kina here. Could go ahead with the Mithril Fork, which we just stole, didn't we, from the last boss. So she can continue to learn the High Tide ability with that equipped. And Kina can make use of this add status effect, so we'll give her the Bone Wrist. And that's about it, I think. Looks like we are good. And at this point I should mention that in the forest areas you can now encounter the Ragtime Mouse another 6 times. So maybe before we do anything else we can go ahead and do the Ragtime Mouse side quest a little bit more. So the trick is encounter him when you can, and I think, yeah, 10 times is the most we can encounter him by this point, but hopefully if you've been following along you've already seen him the first 4 times anyway. So I'll just go over quickly the trick once again on how to find him more effectively. So let's just go ahead and find a forest. That's right, yep. Turn encounters off temporarily. Right, I need a nice green patch. Okay, well there's no green forest in this area, so we're going to start by heading to Gizmaluke's grotto. The reason being we can hand in another Kupo nut, which is something we do want to stay on top of as we go through the story here. So we'll just head around and into the right hand side. And Marguta says, you have a Kupo nut, can I have it? And yes you can. And our reward this time is meagerly an ether. But those rewards will increase, I assure you. But for now we're going to head back out of the other side of this place. And we're going to find a forest and also head back to where we can catch frogs. So I'll see you there in just a moment. Okay, so we're back out of the other side of the grotto. Choco was waiting there for me, so I've hopped on him but just jumped off in order to try and encounter the Ragtime Mouse. So once again we can find him another 6 times. So that's the first point of order here. Looks like I've messed up. Okay, so I don't think we can actually find the Ragtime Mouse yet, at least I can't. I've looked around for about 20 minutes in the forests and he's just not spawning, so it must be after we visited Clara. So we'll come back a little bit later to do the Disc 2 part of that quest line. For now though, we're just going to head back to the pond here and start catching more frogs. So sure, just for a little while we are going to catch some frogs. I would leave the golden frog for now, as well as at least a male and female. Okay, so let's make a start. So just as a heads up as well, make sure you leave the male and female. The females are darker in colour, okay? They have a darker stripe across their back, and I think they also have pink or darker coloured feet as well, so bear that in mind. So 1 male, 1 female, and leave the golden frog as well. So we'll grab you. So that's the male. So the ultimate aim is that we want to reach 98 frogs, or 99 frogs rather. But our total adds up throughout the game. So that's why we want to do it whenever it becomes available. Because of the respawn time on the frogs, we don't want to be waiting until Disc 4, and then having to wait for loads and loads amounts of time for the respawn to catch up with us. So just try and grab a few more here. See if one wants to pop its face out. Can we get you yet? Not quite. Hey, there we go. So there's at least 1 male left, I believe. Yep, there's 1 male left. So we'll make sure we leave that one, and we'll capture the 2 females out of the 3 that are available. And we get a silk robe as well. So we'll leave that male. Can we get that female? Not quite. And as I said, we are not going to be catching the golden frog either at the moment. Get away from me, will you? That's the male. We don't want to capture him. We need to leave him with all these ladies here, and we don't want to get golden froggy either. Stand back from them. Can we get you? Nope. And there I have the final female frog. So I will just go ahead and leave this area now. So there's 1 male, 1 female and the golden left, which is exactly what I want at this time. So we are done catching. And we've got 11 now. 11 towards our total. So that's not too shabby. There is a boss fight, by the way, at the end of that mini-game. Not a particularly challenging one. Well, actually I say that, it is actually very challenging if you haven't got the right setup for it. So, just bear that in mind. And we're going to ourselves into a kerfuffle here, haven't we, with the exit we were taking. So, no, we don't want to catch frogs, we just want to leave by heading south. Anyway, that's pretty much all we need to do in terms of optional content for the time being. So we're going to head back to the giant sandstorm place now, on the other side of the grotto, which is Clara. And I'll see you there. And here we are, guys, just outside of Clara. We've got through to the side of the grotto, that is. So we're going to pick up next time with the new area that's in front of us here, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. So please don't forget to come back and check that out, especially if you're following this walkthrough. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you should get a notification on when the next episode pops its head up, so please keep an eye out. And don't forget to hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video. And I'll see you soon, guys, for more Final Fantasy IX. Bye for now.